our kitchen. I am so glad to see you. It has been a long week and we have had a cold that has been going around in our house, so we wasn't able to get a whole lot of videos out to you guys this week, and we're really sorry about that, but we know that you guys will appreciate the ones that are coming out even more because of that. We just had a cold hit and it just kind of went through our house, and kiddos was sick, husband was sick, and then I got it, and so we are now feeling much better and we'll be able to get some more videos back out to you. We hope that you join us today and watch this wonderful video. We had a viewer that requested us to make something with chocolate mayonnaise, and we want to just announce and say, hey, a shout out to Debbie Daniels and say thank you, Debbie, for watching our videos. And we did some research, what can we make with this, and I decided to make a chocolate mayonnaise cake. And I've actually had one before and it is actually really good, so I decided that that's what I'm gonna make. And so you think mayonnaise in a cake, but it is actually really, really good. The mayonnaise acts as an oil because mayonnaise has oil in it, and so kind of replaces the oil in your cake, and it is really good. You can't really taste the mayonnaise, and I don't know, it's super delicious, and we're gonna let you be the judge of it. It's really good. Stick around with us. We hope that you enjoy this recipe. We're gonna get started. We have Violet. Violet is here joining us today. Hi, Violet. Do you think we ought to hear Violet, come here. Here, jump up here. Do you think we ought to get started making this cake? Oh yeah, we are, yeah. Okay, Violet says hello, and we're gonna go ahead and get started making this wonderful, delicious, chocolate-rich cake. So this is a chocolate mayonnaise cake, and we have, for the ingredients, we have 1.5 cups of strong brewed coffee. So make sure you get some coffee, and we're going to heat it up just before we use it, and so it'll be nice and hot. We have 1 cup of cocoa, of unsweetened cocoa, excuse me. We have 3 cups of all-purpose flour. We have 2 teaspoons of baking soda. We have 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder. We have 1/2 teaspoon of salt. We have 2.5 cups of granulated sugar, and remember the tip I gave you before, granulated sugar is the one with all the little granules. We have 4 large eggs. We have a cup of mayonnaise, and we have 2 teaspoons of vanilla. We have 1 1/4 cups of semi-sweet chocolate chips, and you can see I was a little bit extra generous with those, so because I just love chocolate. So 2 tablespoons of light corn syrup, 3 to 4 tablespoons of heavy whipping cream, 3/4 cup of unsalted butter, and 4 cups of powdered sugar. Hi, Tiny. Here's a helpful tip, that inside of each 2-pound bag of confectioner sugar, yes, this is confectioner sugar, or known as powdered sugar, there is 7.5 cups of powdered sugar. Okay, so in each bag. So you just need, today we are just going to measure out 4 cups of powdered sugar. So we just need 1 bag. So let's get started. And normally I would use my stand mixer, but I'm not going to use that today. I'm just going to use a handheld mixer. I think it'll be perfectly fine to use that today with everything that we're doing for this cake. And I have a little like 8x3 cake pan, and I'm going to do, I've got it greased, and I'm probably going to use this twice. I don't have one that's two of these, so I'm going to probably cook it twice in this, so for you guys. So let's get started. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and we are gonna add the flour in our bowl. We're gonna add our baking soda. You are gonna love this cake. It's gonna be so good. We're gonna add the baking powder. Baking powder. And we're gonna add the salt. Sugar. Eggs. Okay, we're going to go ahead and start mixing this. We're going to add in our mayonnaise. Oh, this is going to be so good. So delicious. Chocolate is probably my all-time favorite thing that there is in the world of food. If you were to ask my kids, they would tell you it was chocolate. Okay, I have thrown the coffee in the microwave to heat it up because I'm fixing to add the coffee to this while I'm mixing it. Okay, we're just gonna mix this. Now we're going to add our cocoa and our coffee, and you can see I have made a little bit of a mess here, so don't worry about it. It's all gonna be good. Oh yeah, it's gonna be all good. Just stir that right in. I put it in a small bowl. I guess I should have put it in a bigger bowl because it's kind of sloshing. We're just going to make sure that's nice and whisked. And oh, there we go. And we are going to now pour it into our mixture kind of slowly. Because we're going to make a chocolate cake. It's going to be, so yes, this is going to have a little bit of a coffee taste to it. It's going to be so delicious, people. We are just going to get all that rich chocolate out of there. Oh, yeah. I don't want to waste it. Oh, man, that would turn this cake so beautiful and dark. And you can smell the coffee in it. I don't smell the mayonnaise, I smell the coffee, but there's mayonnaise in this cake. Okay, now you can see what the batter looks like and how beautiful and, thick that is. It is ready now to pour into my pan to cook. So we're just going to go ahead and make sure I've incorporated all that yummy ingredients together. Oh, it looks so good. I'm going to get my pan and I'm just going to half this. But you can do different size pans if you want to. I'm just choosing to do this size So, you know, just don't stress about it. I'm going to pop that in the oven. I'm going to pop this in a 350-degree oven for about 30, 40 minutes, and we're gonna check on that. Okay, we are now going to go ahead and stir up our icing for our cake while our cake is cooking. So, because we didn't use these ingredients in our cake. These were for our icing. Okay, we're going to go ahead and put our chocolate chips in here. And our corn syrup. And we are going to go ahead and put our heavy whipping cream in here. Oh, that looks so good. We're kind of making a ganache is what we're making. Okay, so we're going to pop this in the microwave for about 30-second intervals, and we're going to stir in between until it's nice and melted on high heat. You can kind of see that it's not quite melted. It's going to need another 30 seconds. So we're going to pop it right back in there for another 30 seconds. They're my girl. Hey, get up here. Aw, her my girl. Yeah, her is my girl. Mwah. Yes, her is my girl. Yeah. And here's Tiny. Yeah, him has a toy. Him has a toy. I love the toy. Mwah. I love your toy. Thank you. Tiny says hi. Yeah, hi Tiny. He's such a good dog. Yes, you're a good boy. Yeah, here's your toy. All right, I think we are now melted. You can see the chocolate is now all ready for our butter and powdered sugar. Okay, we are now going to go ahead and we've got our chocolate melted in our bowl, and we are going to add this to our bigger bowl. That goodie, and we're just going to add that chocolate right into the bigger bowl. Look at that, and I've already stuck my finger in here, and I guarantee you the taste is so good. I stuck my finger in the cake a while ago to taste it. It had this really strong coffee flavor. Woo! It was so good because we put that coffee in there. I think instead of mayonnaise cake, it should have been called, you know, coffee cake or mayonnaise coffee cake. It was so good. It was delicious. It was wonderful. So we are going to add our 2 cups of powdered sugar to this. Right, and then we are going to add our butter. Now my butter is just softened, it's not melted. It's kind of room temperature. And we are going to whisk away on this. We're going to mix away. And you can see that, oh my goodness, look at that. That is so pretty. But I'm going to add a little bit more powdered sugar because I like my frosting to be a little thicker. So I really want it to be a little thicker than that. So I'm going to add a little bit more. So and you can keep it the other consistency and just pour that right over your cake, but I really want it to be a little bit more than that. Mmm. It's so good. Oh gosh. Oh, it is delicious. We're gonna save this icing for whenever we ice the cake. Okay guys, we now have our cakes ready. They're out of the oven, they have cooled. I'm gonna cut the tops of these off and we're gonna start icing this cake. And I am just going to set this right here. And this right here, I use this, I got this from Wilson. And it is so neat. If you get one of these are really cool. You don't have to have one of these to ice a cake. It just makes it really handy for when I do. And you can push a button and it tilts any way you need to, or you can just do that. I love it. It's really amazing. I love it. And it just spins and it works wonderful. Okay, and we're just going to cut that off right here, kind of at a level area. Oh, that looks really good. I'm going to taste that. You ever save the tops of your cakes and eat them? Oh, really good. We are just going to put some icing in there. You can do this with a cake bag or just with a spatula. We're just going to now this icing, I put a little coffee, black coffee, just to thin it down a little bit more because it was sitting waiting on our cakes. And I put a little bit of coffee just to thin it down so it's going to have that same flavor that the cake has. It's going to be really, really good. We are going to cut the top off of this one. And we are just going to lay that right on top. Oh, look at that. Look at that pretty cake. Is that pretty? And we are going to just make sure you're lined up. And we're going to start icing this sucker. We just made a beautiful cake. I just made it kind of choppy looking on top, kind of like a little bit of ruffles on top, and we are going to taste this thing. I'm telling you, it looks absolutely delicious. This is about as good as I'm gonna get it. It's absolutely gorgeous. I'm telling you, you can do anything you want to on top. I just made it look choppy on top. It looks so pretty. Okay guys, now does this not look about to be about the prettiest cake? Isn't that just gorgeous? We are going to cut this thing. Now this is just a beautiful cake. Remember all the beautiful flavors that it had in it? The coffee, the chocolate chips, oh gosh, the mayonnaise. It's cold, so I'm having to push kind of hard to get through that cold. I had it in my refrigerator, and you could probably do that. And you could do that. The dogs are playing. And just, you know, set it in your refrigerator. It definitely makes icing a cake easier. Oh gosh! Look, guys, look at the beautiful. Look at that. Oh, that is so pretty. Oh gosh, look. Now the question is, will we taste mayonnaise when we eat in this cake? We've got two really neat flavors. We've got coffee, strong coffee, and we have mayonnaise. So thanks Debbie again for challenging us to make this mayonnaise cake, and here we go. Oh my goodness, it's so good. It's so moist, and I do not taste any mayonnaise actually in it. I taste coffee and I taste chocolate. It has a rich chocolate flavor, and I taste strong coffee in it, and it's so good. The cake alone without icing is just really good too by itself, and then you put that really beautiful creamy icing on top of it, and it makes it even more better. So I'm getting more of a coffee taste, and it's absolutely delicious. So I recommend this for breakfast. So you guys have a piece for breakfast, have a piece for lunch, have a piece for dinner, because I know I'm going to. Me and Tiny want to see you on the next one, so come check us out and see what we're doing. Be sure to like and subscribe, guys, and hit the bell of notification. Me and Tiny will see you on the next video. Bye, guys.